agents, and welcome to our November 2020 virtual sales meeting. So as you know, we have been doing virtual pieces of our sales meeting instead of getting in person, which of course we all love to do. So we have a lot of really good content for you. It is November, so Thanksgiving, fall. We've had crazy different weather, whether it be cold or hot or all over, but either way, business is still business. So you will be hearing from Tim about events. I'll talk to you, of course, about some updates with the MLS and all of the other things that you should and shouldn't do. Tom will give us a little briefing about the market or whatever he decides to choose to talk about. And we'll also have new agents and mail money, of course, and maybe a few little sprinkles of some things in between.
Hey everyone. Well, Halloween is behind us, and so is the election. So it is time to move into the Thanksgiving and giving season. And Thanksgiving is the best time of the year for a realtor because it gives us lots of excuses and reasons to reach out to our clients. So the pie party is, reverse pie party is going on. It's going very well. The sign up is out there. I'm sure you've seen it. If you need it, again, feel free to message me. Like I said, I think I've explained it all. I don't think there's anything new other than we're filling up. It's been great. We're gonna have a really good turnout. Originally I had 15 slots per shift, but then I decided to throw that out the window and we're just gonna wing it because we're not even hitting 15 people per shift. So anyway, it's gonna be a good time. I'm overseeing it, so if you have any questions regarding that, let me know. The other things are, as we're going into the holiday season, as you can imagine, this is the time of year to give. And this is also the time of year where we are inundated as a brokerage and as agents for charities and people looking for donations. Well, here lately, we have received a lot of requests from really good charities and organizations that are in need. It was starting to get kind of overwhelming. And we kind of realized the whole reason that we partnered with Abide and 712 was so that we could have the charities and the local partners that we can work with. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue to work with these charitable partners. Right now we have a coat drive for Abide. What that is in all of our offices, we do have a box. They are looking for new coats. And what they do is at Christmas time, they have a Christmas store. So these unfortunate families that need help, they can go in there, they can shop for free to pick out gifts to give to other family members. And that's just a huge, huge hit. Now they're specifically asking for coats, new coats, but the reality is they'll take anything. They do need hats and gloves, and they will take gently used coats and things like that as well, but those won't go as part of their store. Those will just go as part of their normal coat drive. So to be honest, fill the bin. We have one in every office and I see no reason why we can't fill them all. 712 already did something in November, so we're gonna be partnering with them at the beginning of the year on something new, and we're still working out those details. And then the last thing is Toys for Tots. The Turkey Bowl every year is a huge event for Toys for Tots. Actually, what I learned is that the Husker games and the Realtor events are the two biggest Nebraska events for Toys for Tots. Well, the Husker games are out and the Turkey Bowl was obviously very different this year. So same thing, we have a bin in every one of our offices. We'd really love your help. For those of you that don't know, new unwrapped toys of all sorts and styles. So that's pretty much where we're at. Look forward to more charitable things. You're going to see, like I said, we were kind of inundated with a whole bunch of really great opportunities and people in need. So I would say real estate's done very well for a lot of us. So if you have the opportunity to give to some of those other charities, the ones in-house, the ones outside, you're gonna see things going around on Facebook. And if you're able to help out other families, I recommend you please do. And have a good Thanksgiving.
Hi everybody. I can't believe that we're into the November sales meeting. So Leslie has tasked me with the opportunity to share with you guys some of the financial conditions for the last month, and we'll do some year-to-date stuff like we always do. And then I'm going to talk to you about some December and January business planning activities that we're going to take part in. So first, we'll look at the numbers. So first of all, I just have to tell everybody, again, I mean, I feel like a broken record, but it's just amazing what you're all accomplishing. And from a standpoint of sales. And I think we're still doing it really safely and carefully. And I've been getting very good feedback as far as people utilizing the best practices in regard to posting the COVID-related disclosures, and then being very vigilant about being in the offices with wearing your masks and social distancing. And I know that we're all probably experiencing some level of fatigue on that, but as you all are very aware, I'm sure, sadly, the numbers in across the Midwest have continued to grow. So we need to be sensitive to that and try to muscle through and not have fatigue. I also know from the standpoint of administering to those protocols, I also know that many of us have loved ones that have contracted the virus, and we still have, sadly, casualties that are way, way too close to home. So we want to, I think, be resolute and not in the spirit of those folks that have either been ill or even at the worst, sadly, have passed. In their honor, try to do the right thing and be good stewards of each other and the community as you've done so far. So let's be steadfast in that and still appreciate the fact that that people are way more important than anything else, and our health is way more important than anything else. But that said, it's compelling how well all of you have done in the midst of this. By doing an incredible amount of business and doing it safely. So with that said, I'm going to go through some of the MLS numbers. Interesting, October was up significantly in the amount of units. So there was 1,961 units sold in October. And of course, on the buy-sell side, you would double that. So that would be 3,900 units. And this is, again, Omaha and Lincoln combined. And that was, if you combine, the buy and the sale, that was over $1 billion in revenue, which is pretty incredible. And the average sale price was $266,240. So by comparison, in October, last year was 1,731 units, so you double that. And you get 3,460 units. And the unit volume was up, I believe, 6.9%. But the sale volume, because prices were up so dramatically, excuse me, I misspoke. The unit volume was up 12.6%. So that's, again, like 3,920 units over 3,460 units. So that's about 12.6% in units. But the dollar increase was so substantial that it was up 27.3% in October. So 27.3% in dollars with 522 million over 410 million, and then you double it for the sell side. So over $1 billion, over 820,000 or 820 million. So that's a 27.3% increase in dollars. I apologize, I've kind of butchered these numbers, but that's a 27.3% increase in dollars. And this is October of 20 on October of 19. Interestingly enough, the year-to-date numbers similarly are up. Not quite that pronounced, but they're up about 18.7% in dollars and about 6.5% in units. So that's with the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter. So all that COVID activity at the beginning of the year, the market itself is still up 6.5% in units and 18.7% in dollars. And it's up 27.3% in dollars, like I said, for October, which is really amazing when you put everything into context, considering the fact that currently we still have less than a month worth of actual inventory to sell. So if you put that into kind of a spreadsheet of some sort or a graph, it would be off the charts, so to speak. So, but that said, of course, I'd like to talk a little bit more specifically about our numbers because they're even more riveting. And if you look at this month, so that would be October 1st through October 31st, we actually eclipsed over $100 million in sales for the second time in our company's history, only July. And so it was the second largest month we've ever had, which is just unbelievable. 369 units over last year, 258 units, and 64.64 million. So our increase was over 55%, coming off of September, which was up 77% in dollars. So to say that those numbers are unfathomable would be a true statement. I mean, it's just mind-boggling how well you're all doing. And to put into context, that was about $400,000, over $400,000 in volume per agent in October, which is amazing because you have the people that are just getting started that haven't sold anything all the way up to, you know, people that are selling lots. But to average over $400,000 in volume in a market like ours, where the average sale price for the month was $267,000, means that we averaged about 1.5 units per agent, which is really impressive. And then when you look at it, and so that 100 million equated to about 2.75 million in GCI, which is mind-boggling because you look at it in comparison to the 1.745 million we did last year. So you all did another $1 million in GCI this year versus last year. So unbelievable. I don't know what to say other than congratulations, and I wouldn't change a thing because you're doing marvelously. In regard to year on year, we are sitting at, through October, we're sitting at 2,844 units for the year, over 2,294 units last year, and our volume is about 731 million year to date, and we have GCI of about $20 million right now for the first 10 months of the year. So we're averaging about $2 million a month in GCI, which is extraordinary. And last year we would have been at 556 million and just over $15 million in GCI. So for the year, we're up, including all the COVID numbers from the beginning, we're up 33% on the year, which is outperforms the market as a whole by almost double. And our month, again, outperformed the market as a whole, 55% on 27% by double. So what you're able to achieve is amazing. And I don't know specifically what, why, or how. You know, obviously it's a lot of contributing factors, but I would like to think that it's because you work together and because you create opportunities together and you collaborate and you think through what could be a great win-win scenario for your clients and yourselves, and you better each other. And I think that, you know, that can't be overstated. And sometimes we, you know, it sounds like, oh, well, that's a good buzz line, or that's a good buzzword, or that's, you know, that sounds nice or whatever. But I believe it's true. And the numbers reflect it. You can't argue with numbers. Why are we outperforming the market so substantially as an organization? It's not me. And we have great people. The staff's doing a great job, but it's the agents on the street hustling and working together to achieve those objectives, finding those opportunities that weren't necessarily there, and making something out of nothing. That's what you have to do in a market like this when there's 3 weeks of inventory. So you're helping one another, you're creating opportunities, you're working on best practices, you're coming up with ideas. And you know, I think a lot of that stems from creative thoughts through things that Leslie's done and things that our staff have done to create really good opportunities for continued learning. It has to do with things that we've done from the standpoint of our business development strategies with Buffini and others, with Carol and Tim and their accountability. And we're getting incredible results out of this Buffini class with, from an accountability standpoint. It's not one thing, guys. It's everything. And people say, well, why does some agent do 15 million or 20 million? What's the secret sauce? And the fact of the matter is, the answer is very simple. It's the same answer as here. They do everything just a little bit better than the average bear. And that's, I think, what's happening here. We're executing at just a little bit higher level than the average bear. And at the end of the day, that results in disproportionately successful outcomes. And so I just want to congratulate you guys on all of that success. And it's a team effort from the staff to the management team to you as agents. It's the collaboration and working together to reward leadership from the standpoint of action, not title, to give everybody a seat at the table and make sure that they understand that they have value and that individuals and people have value, and that we don't always treat every situation from a monetary perspective. We need to treat people like people and be good to each other. And when you do that, good things happen. Positive things happen behaviorally, and positive things happen financially. And the proof is in the pudding. So if you would have told me in March that we would have had a $100 million October, I would have told you that you were an optimist beyond the pale. And you did it. You achieved that. So now I want to segue real quickly into a little bit of a conversation about coaching, business coaching and consulting that we're going to do. It was brought up in the ATA, and because I'm technologically challenged, I couldn't click over. I was on my phone and I couldn't figure out how to get onto it. But at any rate, surprise, I know it's a shocker for a lot of you. But at any rate, we are, like we did last year, going to have sessions, business coaching sessions, and they will be done in two-part sessions. One will be a financial section. So I'm asking everybody to gather up all your costs and all your operating expenses and all your revenue, and to bring it to these meetings. And it's November 6th, right? Or is it November 7th? It's right in there. Matt, what is it? November 6th or 7th? 7th, good. So it's November 7th. So we're going to start these sessions beginning the first week of December and into January. And 1 hour will be with me, and I'll meet with whomever wants to meet. I'll meet via Zoom. I'll meet in person. You name how you want to do it, and I'll be there. We'll do it safely. We'll do it with masks and what have you, but I'll be there. And then we're going to have a sign up. We'll have virtual sign-ups for this. And then also Leslie is going to be doing a process class. So marketing, brand, image, tools, all the things that you can be doing to set your goals for the non-monetary component for the following, for 2021. And so those, we'll schedule those, again, an hour per, and if we got to go over, I'm going to schedule more time per. If we need more time, we'll spend more time. If we need a follow-up, we'll have a follow-up. So we want to have as face-to-face meetings, either via Zoom or personally, with as many people as can. We really hope we get a great showing for this, because I think it's really important to mirror back to you, what the financial health is of your business and what the behavioral opportunities are to achieve your financial objectives. Because at the end of the day, we know that looking and evaluating money is a post-mortem thing. It's kind of like an appraiser appraising a house. They appraise houses that have sold, not that are going to sell. So it's okay to look backwards because we need some metrics to look at how we're going to look forward. But really, Leslie's section is even more important, because what's more important is what activities, what behavior are we going to participate in to try to drive that ultimate outcome. And I like goal setting that's about metrics for behavior, not necessarily dollars. Anybody can write a GCI number on a piece of paper. I want to gross 250,000. I want to do 10 million in business. That's all great and fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really touch the core of what you need to be concerned about. And that's the behavior that leads you there from a business development standpoint. Time blocking, what particular ponds are you fishing out of from the standpoint of being purposeful in the hours that you're spending to drive your business, working on your business, not in your business. We're going to talk about some of those things in my sessions too, as it relates to time blocking and business functions and activities, but we're also going to take the Better Homes and Gardens tool from the profit and loss statement standpoint and evaluate percentages and say, well, what should marketing be as a percentage of my revenue? And the thing about it is that every situation is unique and different. Are you on a team? Do you lead a team? How long have you been in the business? Do you work cold leads? Do you only work referral based? All those things are going to have an impact on how the financial condition and the ratios and the percentages will manifest themselves. So we will do a deep dive into your business and look at it from the standpoint of what those best practices will look like. And I'll mirror back some information to you, and we'll have a dialogue and we'll collaborate, and we'll come up with a good idea about how you should be running your business that comes from you. And I'm simply going to be the facilitator of that. So at the end of the day, everybody's in this business is responsible for their own kind of existence or success. But it's important that we as an organization provide the conduit to mirror back that information to you so you feel comfortable in thinking, hey, I've got a strategy moving into the next year. So again, those are going to take place, those strategy consulting collaboration meetings with Leslie and I, and hopefully a whole host of agents that want to participate. Those will take place the month of December, and if we need to go to January, we'll go to January, and then if we need follow-ups, we'll have follow-ups. But we're going to do, so I'm asking everybody, collect your financial information. We are going to send out this spreadsheet ahead of time, so hopefully you can input some stuff in there, but if you can't, we'll work with what we have. But start thinking, start gathering your financials. You're going to have to do it anyway. It's going to get you prepared for the end of the year, and we'll have to extrapolate towards into December. But bring your information so we can have a meaningful discussion about how your expenses or your operating expenses are from a percentage standpoint, and what we're doing to optimize your time and your talents to get a greatest return on your investment of your time. So it's really important that we have as much data as we possibly can to evaluate that. And I'll have your sales data at a dash through Eden. God bless Eden. She's great at producing all these documents, and I have everything at my disposal, more than I could even imagine, because she's so proficient. But it's important that you give me your expense side. So we can get a sense of what we're doing. We can't make a plan and a strategy for your business if we don't understand what it is that we're participating in. And it's very eye-opening, and it's important so we can get the first quarter off to the right start, both from a fiscal standpoint and a behavioral standpoint. Let's just keep this momentum going. I think 2021 has the potential to be our fundamentally an amazing year. Interest rates are going to remain low. I think demand is still going to be there. I think we're going to get through this election process. It looks like it's fairly defined at this point. I think it's going to be absolutely fine. I think that the world is not going to end. I think we're going to navigate through this in the fourth quarter healthily from the standpoint of our country and healing and mending. And we're going to hit the first quarter, and there's going to be a robust amount of demand, and we're going to have, if we can get a vaccine that's meaningful, we'll get a lot of sellers back on pace, hopefully by the spring, assuming we get that vaccine that may be punted from last year. So hopefully a little bit more inventory. I can't guarantee that, but I think it's possible. I think 2021 can be an amazing year. We need to get our disproportionate share of it. And all that planning starts now. So we've got basically the better part of 60 days to get our act together, so we position ourselves to make 2021 the greatest year yet. And it has all the makings of that. But we want to do like we've done this year. We want to get a disproportionate share of that. So I really appreciate you all. I'm here. You've got my number. You've got my email. You've got everything. Come talk to me. Tell me what I can do to help. But be looking for this email from Leslie about the business planning. Know that we're gearing up for it. We couldn't be more excited about it. We think that this is going to be, 2021 is going to be the best year yet, and we're looking forward to doing it with all of you. So thanks so much.
All right, so as we've been talking about for the last few months, we do have new conference scheduling tablets outside of each conference room and for the copiers. So Lakeside has its own tablet. All of the other ones do not have an actual tablet, but they do have scheduling capabilities. So we are now fully integrated and only using those actual scheduling pieces. So either schedule it through the tablet on the wall or through your @BetterOmaha email address calendar. You just go in, set your meeting, and then assign it to a room, and that will reserve your space for either the conference rooms or the copiers. As a brokerage, we've been selected from the Better Homes and Gardens franchise to beta test a new survey software. So starting in December, we will be sending out surveys to all of your clients after their homes have closed. The most important thing about that is to make sure that their email addresses are correct within dotloop. But what this will do is it will give us some insight into how the transaction was and how well you did. Plus, it's a very easy, automated way for you to get your testimonials without having to go back and think about it. You'll have your own personal dashboard where you can see all of the different ratings and how they answered each question. And we will also, as a brokerage, be able to see that too, so just be careful. But also, once the beta testing period is over, you'll be able to push those out to different websites as well. So it will be more automated and easier to get your client satisfaction. As you may have seen, the OABR has sent out an email about some enhancements that they'll be doing to the MLS beginning on December 9th. There are a lot of updates, so I highly encourage you to take a look and check those out to see how those will impact your listings, your pendings, and your solds. One of the biggest things to think about, though, amongst all of the different changes, is that there are some automated pieces. So you have to be very cognizant of how you check a box will add verbiage to your remarks. So that's when it goes to contract pending, those required fields within the MLS that we've had to do over the last couple of years. Well, they have now added a piece to that where you can just check a box and it will automatically add that verbiage. So that's just one thing to think about, and definitely take a look on how that is. More specifically, it will add contract pending or subject to existing home sale. So just be aware of that. If you have any questions, you can always give me a call. There are a few other updates that you definitely want to take a look at that may or may not be super impactful, but are just little pieces of good to know. So take a look at those emails. I'll be sending out more information as well, but that will take effect on December 9th.
Oh, well, hello, everybody. Don't mind me. I'm just sunning myself here in beautiful Arizona, where the weather is currently 85 degrees. You heard that right, 85 degrees. Doesn't that sound amazing? Oh, so how about you? Are you aching to get yourself into some warmer weather? How about a free 5-night stay in Scottsdale, Arizona? Well, you can win this and other prizes too. If you haven't heard, our fourth quarter outgoing referral contest is in full swing, and it is easier than ever to enter and win some fabulous prizes, plus earn mail money and possibly some bonus cash as well. Can you believe that? As if earning easy money wasn't enough of a reason to submit outgoing referrals, now we are giving away prizes and extra cash to do so as well. There is no better time than now to submit your outgoing referrals. Let me tell you how this works. Let's say you have a client or a friend or family member who is buying or selling a home in another market. Maybe it's Texas, Colorado, Florida, or maybe just the other side of Nebraska. Who knows? Wherever it is in the United States, it's just somewhere else where you are not licensed. And you figure, I can't help them since they're in that other market, right? Wrong. Yes, you can help them in other markets all over the United States and earn easy money while doing so. Why? Because you are an agent who belongs to an amazing network of realtors all across the nation, and you have connections to hook that client up with a top-notch agent in their market. And on top of that, we are so advanced now that long gone are the days of having to research online and vet agents and call them on the phone to see if they're any good, then having to fill out paperwork and hope the other agent on the other end signs the agreement and sends it back to you, then have to chase around after them to get updates on the referral, and then cross your fingers and hope they actually pay you at the end of the transaction. Ugh, who wants to do all that? Not me, probably not you, I would hope not. That sounds horrible. Well, we here at Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate are way beyond that. We have a way to submit referrals by simply submitting an online form with the name, contact information, and destination of your referral, and then we handle it from there. We work with Realogy, and who is Realogy? Our parent company, and the Realogy Advantage Broker Network to manage the referral. They assign a brokerage like ours to assign an agent who is experienced in that area, in that type of property, price range, whatever, and then you receive updates throughout the referral process, and when it closes, the check comes to you in the mail. How easy is that? So easy. Alternatively, you can also download the new Agent Exchange app on your mobile phone to connect you to agents throughout the Realogy Advantage Broker Network. And this way, you can choose your own agent if you want. You can even call them if you want, vet them beforehand, and then submit the referral that way. It's all up to you. It'll still be managed by the broker network, and you'll receive updates and your check the same way. So easy, you guys, so easy. Plus, right now, you'll be entered to win one of 3 prizes each time you submit a referral this way. And if you close one through the Realogy Advantage Broker Network before December 31st, you'll receive one of 7 $500 bonuses on top of your earned referral commission. So far, we have 6 people who have entered the contest since last month. So the odds are very much in your favor to win some prizes. You can still win some prizes very easily, actually. And we already have some winners of the $500 bonus. And here they are. First, we have Greg Simons, who earned $1,111.54 for closing on his outgoing referral. Plus, he is getting a bonus $500 for our outgoing referral contest, totaling $1,611.54. Congratulations to Greg. Next, we have Miss Nancy Keene. Nancy earned $1,296.93 on her outgoing referral, plus received the $500 bonus for the outgoing referral contest, totaling $1,796.93. Way to go, Nancy. Next, we have Emily Ware. This beautiful lady earned $1,668.19 for closing on her outgoing referral, plus $500 for the outgoing referral contest, totaling $2,168.19. Nice. That is nice. Congratulations to Emily. Last, we have Julie Erickson. Are you ready for this, you guys? Julie earned $3,504.94 for closing on her outgoing referral, plus $500 for the outgoing referral contest, totaling $4,004.94. Holy smokes, that's more than some of the commission checks you have to earn for yourself, right? That's amazing. Way to go, Julie. So who else is going to enter the contest? Remember, the sooner you enter, the better. Once again, here is how you submit your entries. Go to www.referbettereveryday.com. This link is also on our company intranet, so in case you forget, you can always go to our company intranet page to look it up. Or you can download the new Agent Exchange app on your phone. Well, that's it for me, you guys. I'm going to go back to sunning myself, But if you have any questions, you can call me at the office number or email me at kelly.lamontagne@betteromaha.com, and I will answer your questions for you. All right, thanks everybody. Toodaloo. Whew.
Hi, everyone. Audra Kavanaugh here. In honor of Thanksgiving coming up and just how thankful I am to get to work with all of you, I thought I would try to get into this theme as much as I could possibly at this point. So, without further ado, not really live from this turkey farm, I would like to announce the new agents who have joined us since the last sales meeting. So first of all, we have Angie Padal, who transferred over. So welcome to Angie. We're so happy you are here. And then we have Lori Joe, who transferred over as well. So welcome to the Good Life Group, Lori. We're proud to have you be a part of us. Next, we have new agent Paul Lofties. Paul has a background in finance. He recently got his real estate license and he will be working out of the Dundee office. So congratulations, Paul, and good luck on this new venture. Then we have Scott Elliff, who recently got his Iowa license and is now getting his Nebraska license as well. So welcome to Scott. And he will be starting out of the Iowa office. And then we also have new agent Ryan Martinez, who recently got his real estate license, and he will be working out of the Gold Coast office. So welcome to Ryan. We are so happy to have you all here. If there is anything I can do to make the transition process easier for any of you, please reach out and let me know. Same goes to all the agents. If there's anything I can help you with, just let me know. I'm happy to help. As you can see, I will kind of go to great lengths to try to work with you all. So anyway, happy Thanksgiving a little early. And I think that's all. Signing off from the Turkey Farm.